not live on camera. Yes, okay, fine.
Any water?
Drink some water.
I just
Before this goes live, do Mondays, is it? Do an embargo. Okay, folks, if you could kindly raise your hands for questions, that'd be great. We will do a short embargoed section for Mondays at the end, but for now, if we start with Rob Draper, Mail on Sunday, please.
Hi, Brendan. Congratulations.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you.
I know it's a Community Shield. You've got some injury worries, and it's not a full first team, but it still must be really gratifying to beat a Manchester City side and put another trophy on the board.
Yeah, I think that, you know, both teams, obviously you arrive in the Charity Shield, Rob, you're here on merit, and it's at the end of a pre-season where the players, they're still looking for that fitness physically. But I think you've seen over these last numbers of years, it's even more so become a prominent trophy. Everyone wants to, you know, if they're here, you want to win it. And that's the mindset that we're trying to obviously bring to the team and the club, that every game's to win. And yeah, I thought the guys showed great spirit, great quality at times, and eventually got the winning goal.
And I know you're probably used to it by now, but how daunting is it that you had a good crack last season and then your rivals are going out spending 100 million on players, and you have to go at it again?
Yeah, but that's, I think for us, it's, you know, that's the competition. We'll you know, we are nowhere near at that level. But I think what we've tried to do, Rob, and my time in here, is at least be competitive. You know, can we position ourselves in the league where we're fighting? There's going to be other clubs, of course, that are more favourable teams to finish higher up the league. But for us to be competitive and keep fighting right to the very end is obviously something that we aim to do. And like you say, with Man City, you know, bringing in Jack, who I think is, you know, will show that he's a world-class player at Manchester City. Phenomenal talent, and you put, you know, Phil Foden with that, Raheem to come back in, Kevin De Bruyne. It's a sensational squad, so they'll be there to compete for the biggest trophies.
Thanks.
Okay, Jonathan Northcroft then, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, congratulations. And people can be a little bit cynical about the Community Shield, but I mean, I think we saw the celebrations at the end, demonstrating what it means to the football club, to the owners, to the staff. What does that say about the mentality that's at this club and that you're trying to build? I mean, is it the message? Is it important that nothing's ever taken for granted, and that you look on each opportunity to win silverware as something really meaningful?
Yeah, the thing I tried to take coming into here, Jonathan, was that if you want to be successful, you never have a friendly game. You know, wherever you travel in the world, wherever you play, if it's a game to win, then you want to be competitive. And of course, pre-season, you're trying out, you know, new players, maybe new systems. Players are searching for the physicality, but when you arrive at this point of pre-season and there's something to play for, prestigious like the Charity Shield, then of course you're there to win it. And I think you've seen there the spirit of the players, and by winning it, they have that feeling, and that's something that that's where it begins, and where the success starts by those feelings. And we had a great feeling coming here on the back of the FA Cup. It was just really nice to be here, and obviously to play such a brilliant team like Man City was a great occasion.
And we're pleased with Harvey Barnes and what he showed, given he's been out for a bit, and he seemed physically at a great level
Yeah, he's such a talent. I'm so looking forward to him this season. It was a huge blow for us when he was out at the tail end of last season. But he's one of those players that excites supporters. He's great in the 1v1, carries the ball up the pitch, and he's not quite there yet in his fitness, but he's such an important player for us. It was great that he got his 70 plus minutes, and it was good to see.
Okay, let's go to Jordan Blackwell then, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Jordan.
You said about in midweek about Fofana and perhaps having another scan. Has there been another scan? Are there any results? Do you know any more about when he might be out until?
Yeah, he has his operation on Monday, and then he won't play until 2022. So at what point that will be, we'll just have to assess that over the next 6 months or so. So it's such a shame for us. An incredible talent, but he's in really, really good spirits. He'll have his operation. He'll be back in the training ground on Thursday, Friday next week, and begin his rehab then and getting back. So such a shame, for the Premier League to not have a talent like that, and but certainly for us, it was a big blow.
Is there anything? I know you mentioned the fractured fibula. Is that what's taking the 6 months, or did the scan show up at any other kind of breaks or injuries anywhere?
Yeah, it was the in around his ligaments. His medial ligament. There was a lot more damage there than we'd hoped. We'd hoped that he wouldn't, but actually the scan showed up. There was quite substantial damage in that area.
I can ask how you thought Daniel Marte got on. He's the man that came in for Fofana. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, well, it's not an easy position to come in and play, especially against a talented team like Manchester City. But I thought he'd done great. He always has done every time he's played for me, Jordan, whatever position, in a back three, back four, right back, wherever. He's such an honest player, and I thought him and Cags, they had to defend a lot at times, and especially towards the end when balls were coming in the box and set pieces. But I thought he did very well.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll finish with Zia Adnan, and then we'll go into an embargoed section for Monday. So if there are any Monday questions, if you want to raise your hands now, and we'll finish for tomorrow with Zia, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
Can I ask you about Çağlar? Obviously, Turkey didn't have a very good Euros, and they were one of the first teams to be eliminated. How did Çağlar react to that? During your preparations, and how did you find his performance in this match?
Yeah, I think he was obviously disappointed to go out so early. He's a very proud man, playing for his country, loves playing for Turkey, and of course they went out early, but we got him back. He was back. He's worked really, really hard. He's still working hard on his fitness, and he obviously made mistakes in the game like every player, but he's got a really strong mentality, Cags, and he kept fighting, and I thought he did very well.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Okay, so that will do for Sundays then. Please, so anything from here is for 10:30 Sunday night onwards, and we'll start with Tom Colomossi, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Tom.
Can I ask you what you made of Maddison's performance, please? When we spoke to you at the end of last season, you said the one thing any player can control is his fitness. What did you make of that and his performance today, and what that might offer for the rest of the season?
Yeah, no, like all the other players, I thought he was excellent in the period he was there. One or two of them, they just felt the calves tighten up, which is totally natural, at this stage of the season. But no, he was a wonderful link for us in the game. You see how he takes the ball. He got us turned. He made some great passes, and tactically he was good in the game because they really challenge you in that aspect. So yeah, I thought he was excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, Matt Reid, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
A lot of clubs are shopping around at the moment. I'm sure yourself included. You're watching the market, but in the hunt for goal scorers, Leicester seem to be pretty blessed in that department. Only one goal today, obviously, but how strong is this squad as far as the number of positions where you're hoping and expecting players to be scoring multiple goals this season, and how does it compare with all the squads you've managed over the years?
No, listen, you just try to improve each year. I think that's our notion at the club. We brought in Patson, young, hungry player. He comes in with a winning mentality, comes in, he's a natural goal scorer. And if you're going to compete to and go the distance in tournaments, then you need to have a strong squad. So I felt the last couple of years, if you look at how we finished, it's just been really unfortunate. The players have been outstanding, but then we lose some key players, and our squad's not deep enough. So in terms of that quality to replace, so we've tried to bring in 3 players that will allow us to do that, and Ryan and Booba and Patson, and so they've settled in very, very well, and I think all 3 players will really contribute for us over the season.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay, let's go to Matt Dunn, please.
Hi, Brennan. Congratulations again. Just back on James Maddison. It wasn't that long ago that we were talking about James Maddison or Jack Grealish, either or for the big stars for England, sort of on a level. And obviously Jack's career has skyrocketed since then, and James has had, like we said, a few injury concerns. How big a season can this be for James? And should he take some sort of inspiration from what's happened to Jack's career in the last sort of 12 months?
I think they're both close. They're both very talented players. But like you say, it's been unfortunate for James. He suffered with a number of injuries, which has sort of curtailed his progress. But yeah, this will be a big year for him. Try and maintain that fitness. You need a little bit of luck with that as well. But you see in the likes of today, he's working so hard for the team. You see his quality, how he takes the ball, and his eye for the last pass. He's a wonderful talent. So yeah, all he can do is play to the highest level consistently for Leicester, and then see where it takes him.
In terms, very specifically, in terms of talent, is it a fair comparison to make between the 2 players?
No, I think.
Are they ever seen as standing?
No, I think they're stylistically we're the same as they're both creators, but I would say they're both totally different. One's a dribbler, one commits people on the sides. James is more central, and he's more a passer. So yeah, they're both creative players, but stylistically they're very different.
Okay, we'll go to Graham Bryce and we'll finish with James Nursey. So Graham first, please.
Congratulations, Brendan.
Thanks, Graham.
That's the last 3 times you've been here. You've won now. You said that you wanted to bring in winners in the summer, and this game was heading towards penalties. You've had so many problems with defensive injuries. Does that show a character about your team today? Is that what you want to see from them for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I have never any doubts in that aspect. I think this is a team that will keep fighting, keep going right to the very end. I think we showed that last year in our record, last 15 minutes. I think we were one of the top teams in terms of scoring goals late. So that's a great tribute to the mindset that we look to create here. And so we were always going to push. Last 20 minutes, we made attacking changes to try and win the game. And the players then have that mentality to keep pushing, keep fighting. And eventually we got the penalty and Kels finished it really well.
Do you feel that the team's getting into that winning habit? There's been a lot made about the last day, the last couple of seasons, just missing out in the Champions League. Do you see a progression?
Yeah, listen, we might miss out in the Champions League again this season. If you think if you're looking over the course of all the other teams, then we should finish 8th, 9th place. So these players are emphatically overachieving. And if we had a squad that could challenge right to the very end, then of course that would be great. But that's very difficult for a club like ourselves. But I think what we're showing is that we are progressing and we're being competitive. And like you see, the likes of what Manchester City have, the squad, and what they can do in terms of bringing in players. We're not at that level. But it doesn't mean we can't fight, we can't achieve. And that's what we've always tried to have since I've come in. And thankfully the players are really grasping that. And they come here with a confidence that they can get a victory against any team.
Thanks very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay, let's finish with James Nursey then, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, James.
Obviously, when you look back on last season, I'm sure you consider it a success with the FA Cup win. But as you alluded to yourself earlier, when resources got stretched towards the end, you maybe just fell away those last couple of league games. Matt Upson, the pundit, was saying he perhaps felt with that in mind it was important to get out of the system and get this win today. Do you think is that fair? Can this be helpful?
Not really. No, I think we were all probably really disappointed and a little bit numb after the last game. I think if you look at it logically, you see what we had to do in the last numbers of games. It was tough for us without Harvey and Johnny and Wesley getting injured against Tottenham. But we'll always aim to be better. We'll always aim to improve. And we came back pre-season with a real good attitude to continue our progress, continue fighting against these big teams, and making it really, really difficult for them. And I think we will continue to do that this season. Where does that take us? Let's wait and see. I've said since I come in, our aim is can we be in European football each season whilst I'm here, and that will be our challenge again this year.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.